Okay guys, we're back. We're making insect repellent today with some catmint that we just harvested out of our herb garden. This stuff grows really fast in the right climate. It smells really good, and but insects, especially mosquitoes, hate it. And another little quick tip about this stuff: it is 10 times more effective at controlling mosquitoes than DEET. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and mix this stuff up, and let me show you what else we have. We have lemongrass essential oil, great stuff, and it's a must-have. You know, if you have lemongrass at your house, you can use that stuff too. I used to use that. I found that the essential oil is it's easier. And we have eucalyptus oil as well. And we also have aloe, some fresh cut aloe right out of the garden, and we have isopropyl alcohol. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Also, I like to use this as a strainer. You know, you ladies know what this is. That's a stocking, so we'll use that as a strainer. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our catmint and our knife here, and we're just going to cut it. Just going to cut it right up. It also helps to have some kind of a blender too. You know, you have to have a blender to mix this stuff up, or else you have to steep it in the alcohol, in the rubbing alcohol. So we'll just cut this stuff up, and we'll take our little magic bullet here. And that's what I use at home, as a magic bullet. And we'll just go ahead and we'll put a little bit of alcohol in there, and we'll just drop in our leaves. Drop in those leaves, and we'll put some more alcohol on top of that. And we want to make sure that we just cover up the leaves. So we'll make sure it's got a nice covering there to it. Then we'll take our eucalyptus oil, just give it a good dollop in there. And this essential oil, especially when you put this insect repellent that we're making, when you put the aloe in there, it's going to last a lot longer, and it's going to feel a lot better on your skin, to be honest with you. Not to get all weird or girly on you, but it's true. So now we're just going to add our aloe here. Let's see. Bear with me for a second while I skin this stuff out. There we go. So when you take off the outside of the aloe, you get this big old chunk. Can you see that? A big old chunk of the raw material, and it's really awesome. I like to get a spoon. So we'll just get a spoon here, and we'll kind of scrape that stuff out of there. You see what I'm doing here? Just kind of scraping that aloe from the inside here. And just getting that whole chunk of aloe right there. Now this stuff's edible. You can, you know, my wife puts it on everything. She puts it on the kids if they get a little burn or whatever the case is. And you can also cut that up. I didn't, because I'm just going to let the blender do the work. And you rinse your aloe off your hands. And so now you have your concoction. You have your aloe, you've got your catmint, you've got your eucalyptus oil, you've got your lemongrass oil. Mosquito hates everything about this. And again, I use just a 50% isopropyl alcohol. That'll do just fine. And we just lock her up. Screw that on. Plug in our magic bullet. You don't want to give it a really good blend, especially with that big chunk of aloe in there. You're going to give it a really good blend. So everything's nice and cohesive. So now here's what we end up with. Let me show you the blade that I'm using on the Magic Bullet 2. I'm using this blade. This blade right here, instead of the 4-prong blade, I'm using the 2-prong blade. it does a lot better job at mincing everything up and getting it in finer pieces. That will give you a better chance at getting the complete deal. Now, I know it looks like a smoothie. It does not taste like a smoothie. So do not drink it. Now, what you're going to get here is a mix of alcohol and oil, obviously. And so you can have essential oils. You can have the oil from the catnip plant and whatever's in the aloe. You can have all that in there. And what it's going to end up looking like, it's going to end up separating out like this. Okay, this is something I made yesterday. Decided to make a video on it. And so you can get some in here, and then you're going to get the thicker catnip oil at the top. And all you have to do is just mix it up a little bit like that before you spray it. And it's, you know, kind of homogenizes in there a little bit, and it's ready to use. It smells really great, by the way, so you don't have to be afraid of the smell. Now, we take our... you don't have to worry about, you know, it doesn't smell like off or anything like that. That stuff smells horrible. This stuff smells actually pretty good. Especially with the lemongrass oil. It's got a really great smell to it. So just take your little cup, a little Dixie cup works fine, and just dump it on in there. Dump the whole thing. Whole deal. So what's going to happen is that this thing's going to fill up, and we're going to come out with a little bag here, kind of like a little tea bag, if you will, of all the stuff, and it's going to have a lot of aloe in it as well. I'm trying to make sure that the camera can get all this. It's got a lot of aloe in there, so it's going to try to stop it up. So you're just going to want to squeeze it out there gently. It doesn't take very long it doesn't have to steep for a long time or anything like that. The alcohol does a really efficient job at stripping the oils out of the plant pretty quickly, especially once it's blended. So that's it. All that catmint and that aloe, we're left with this little bag here. You can go ahead and toss that in the trash. And now you have your strained oil. And all we do, this stuff is like gold to us, guys, because we live down here in South Mississippi, where a lot of this stuff is where, you know, we get a lot of mosquitoes and all that stuff. Take a little funnel here, kind of funnel I use for all kinds of stuff, and we just pour it in, and that's it. Takes a few minutes. If this stuff didn't work like I'm telling you it works, I wouldn't take all the time to do it. So there we are. Great, great, great for repelling insects, especially mosquitoes and gnats and stuff like that. They hate the smell of it. And there we go. That's it. Hi there. Thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you got some value out of it. If you enjoyed this video and you think it might be useful to somebody else, please do us a favor, like the video, share the video as much as you can, and go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, and let us know what we can improve on, or maybe a topic you might be interested in that we can cover in a later video. Like I said, thank you so much. Please like and share, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.